She was hypnotized. She was. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his bitch, killing people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too.
African spirituality. I do believe that Beyonce is into dark magic and black magic as well. Her and Jay Z. And we're just gonna leave it at that. All right? We'll leave it at that. She had a whole album, that Disney album, where she told y'all really what it was. Now, I'm not one to call African spirituality demonic and what we come from and where we come from to be demonic. I just think there's other shit she be doing too. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm gonna skip to the end. All this shit is fucked up. All you is weird. Go to jail and let's move on and let Generation Z make their own problems, make their own choices. These kids are living the consequences of what Gen X did and don't even know why they're doing it because everyone's lying.
Y'all, it looks like Beyonce is getting cozy within her skin and getting exposed for being on the DL. Just when we thought that her life couldn't get any more chaotic, here comes a wild bombshell. Cause word in the streets is that there's a graphic NSFW pic of Beyonce and her rumored girlfriend getting it on, and it's messy. But that's not all, y'all, because this isn't the first time that Beyonce's name has been tied to some secret love triangle type drama, because Jaguar Wright warned us about Beyonce being on the DL a while ago, but now it looks like there might be some solid proof. So what does this mean for Beyonce and Jay Z's marriage? Well, is it all just a cover up? And who is this lucky, mysterious girlfriend causing all the chaos? Y'all stay tuned because we're about to spill all the tea. Okay, so while the whole Beyonce being bi talk isn't exactly breaking news because fans have been jokingly calling her Beyonce for years, but now that Jaguar Wright's chiming back in, things are starting to feel a little more spicy. Well, y'all know Jaguar loves to shake the table left and right, dropping insider tea that's got people side-eyeing the whole industry. She claims that B was romantically involved with the woman way back during the Destiny's Child days, and that her parents, Matthew and Tina Knowles, allegedly rushed her into marrying Jay Z to cover it up. But most of us saw the Renaissance album as a beautiful nod to the LGBTQ+ community, but according to Jaguar, it was less of a shout out and more of a love letter to herself. Rumors about Beyonce's sexuality have been circulating for a long time, and one of the earliest sparks came back in 2000 when she collaborated with rapper Emil on the track I Got That. Shortly after that song dropped, Emil reportedly gave an interview where she claimed that Beyonce had made romantic advances towards her, which she always declined. Hold up, not eat it, but here's where things get interesting. That interview has mysteriously vanished from the whole internet, almost like it was scrubbed clean. No trace of it anywhere, and this disappearance had a lot of people to believe that Emil may have faced some serious consequences for speaking out, with some even suggesting that she was blacklisted from the industry altogether. Well, given how quickly her career ended after that moment, it's a theory that still has some people talking. Now, at first, the gossip mill was spinning from rumors that Emil and Jay Z were having an affair, but Emil shut that down quick, fast, and in a hurry, saying there was nothing romantic going on and that she saw Jay more like a brother than anything else. And as for why she left the industry, well, Emil has always said it was her own choice, that the industry just wasn't for her anymore. Still, fans have never really bought that explanation. A lot of people believe that she didn't just walk away. They think she was pushed. The theory is that Rockefeller dropped her not just because of the rumors about her and Jay Z, but because of her name starting to get tangled up with Beyonce too. And once that happened, baby, it was allegedly a wrap. But there's long been speculation that Jay Z cut ties with Emil because of something deeper than just music, and some believe it had everything to do with Beyonce. Emil was once a rising star on the Rockefeller record team, but her sudden exit from the label raised eyebrows. Later on, she allegedly gave an interview with a New Jersey DJ where she dropped a bombshell. She and Beyonce had a romantic relationship. Gasp! According to Emil, things got serious on Beyonce's end, but she wasn't really into women like that. She was actually dating rapper Killer still a priest at the time. Now, if this interview actually happened and fans swear it did before it mysteriously disappeared, it's no wonder people think Jay Z distanced himself from Emil to protect Beyonce's image and his own relationship with her. The timing definitely sus, to say the least. Well, Emil's claims reignited a whole new wave of old rumors, especially given her history as the first female artist signed to Rockefeller Records under Jay Z. And that connection, plus her alleged comments about a past Beyonce encounter, had the internet digging real deep. To this day, videos still pop up speculating about Beyonce's personal life, questioning everything from her marriage to Jay Z to whether she actually carried her children or used a surrogate. And it's not just Emil who's been linked to Beyonce. Rita Ora's name has also been thrown around over the years, with some rumors suggesting that two may have had a romantic relationship as well. Y'all, the speculation only grew louder after Rita faced backlash for her song Girls, which many felt was tone-deaf and dismissive of the LGBTQ+ community. But fast forward to 2009, and the speculation picked right back up, this time thanks to Lady Gaga. She and Beyonce had just dropped their hit collab Telephone, and the chemistry between them in the video had fans talking. It was given more than just girl power. Then came the moment that really stirred the pot. In an interview, Gaga spoke about how much fun they had working together and casually mentioned that they're both into women. Ooh, just like that. No context, no follow-up, just enough to get the rumor mill spinning all over again. And fans were quick to assume Gaga might have accidentally outed Beyonce, and it only added more fuel to the long-standing speculation about her sexuality.
Hello, this is Lady Gaga. I was very excited to be working with Beyonce again on the Telephone video. We had an amazing time working together on her video, and it just sort of works out because we both like women. Well, there's certainly always a hidden message in my music videos, but I would say most predominantly that I'm always trying to convolute everyone's idea of what a pop music video should be.
And the Beehive was kind of split down the middle after Gaga's comments. See, some fans believe that she was just saying they both support women in the LGBTQ+ community, while others took it as something a little bit more personal, like Gaga might have accidentally let a secret slip. But then there's the 2007 incident that resurfaced and added even more fuel to the fire. Beyonce was spotted at The Box, a notorious burlesque club in New York City, alongside 3 of her girlfriends. Word on the street says that she was living her best life, cheering and laughing and fully locked in during a particularly naughty performance. And according to an eyewitness, Beyonce stayed well into the early morning hours and didn't look the least bit uncomfortable when 2 performers stripped down and started licking each other's feet on stage. That night definitely kept the rumors swirling, with some wondering if she was just out having fun with the girlies or if there was more to the story. An insider said Beyonce was really making the most of the burlesque trip show. She was on the table at the VIP balcony cheering loudly as 2 girls got naked and licked each other's feet. She stayed until 3:30 in the morning. Well, Terry Lynn Carrington, the music director who helped assemble Beyonce's all-female band, once revealed that the whole idea actually came from Matthew Knowles, not Beyonce herself. According to Terry, Matthew figured that surrounding B with a group of professional women might limit the amount of time she spent hanging out with women outside of work. But here's the twist. If that was the plan, it clearly didn't stop the work, because the rumors about Beyonce's sexuality didn't stop, because they actually picked up even more steam. Fans saw the all-female band as empowering, but behind the scenes, it sounds like it may have been a part of a much more controlling strategy.
And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough, because she just started all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
What makes you so vocal? Like,
I'm tired.
he just
I just want to skip to the end. All this shit is fucked up. All you niggas is weird. Go to jail and let's move on and let Generation Z make their own problems, make their own choices. These kids are living the consequences of what Gen X did and don't even know why they're doing it, because everyone's lying.
So
Corporate Takeoff's death wasn't nothing but a corporate hostile takeover using his life as the god. Oh my God.
But that's not all, because one of Beyonce's former female drummers also exposed Beyonce for allegedly putting moves on her, and not in a platonic way. The drummer, whose name is Kimberly Thompson, claimed that she turned Beyonce down, and that was when things started to go very wrong. The drummer even went as far as filing a restraining order, claiming that Beyonce was using dark magic to manipulate and harm her life. She mentioned things like witchcraft and psychic attacks, and which sent the internet into overdrive at the time, and people chalked it up to the woman having her own personal struggles, but others weren't so quick to dismiss her story, especially given how detailed and passionate her accusations were. Now, with Jaguar Wright bringing up similar claims, folks are revisiting the drummer's allegations and wondering if there's more to these stories than just baseless rumors. According to the drummer, whose name is Kimberly Thompson, Beyonce allegedly dabbles in the occult. She spoke to the Daily Beast, and the interviewer said she claims that for some reason B has started a campaign of harassment against her. That includes extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and magic spells of sexual molestation. She also claims that the Lemonade star Kitten. Thompson believes Beyonce has been tapping her phones and controlling her finances. It's unclear why Thompson believes the singer is allegedly doing all this to her, but she's adamant it all stems from B. Well, y'all, Kimberly never really worked again in the industry, which kind of reminds us of the situation with Emil, doesn't it? The whispers about Beyonce hit a whole new level with the release of Renaissance, while she officially dedicated the album to the LGBTQ+ community and her late Uncle Johnny, who passed away from HIV. Some fans are convinced it's more than just a tribute. They see it as a personal exploration, maybe even a subtle coming out. And the collaborators on this project that only added more to the speculation. Beyonce worked with a lineup of queer legends and icons throughout the album, which didn't go unnoticed. Take trans DJ Honey Dijon, who produced Cozy Within My Skin and Alien Superstar. The second track also features the unmistakable voice of trans media icon T.S. Madison. Then there's a sample of I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred, whose lead singer Fred Verbrass is openly bi. On You Won't Break My Soul, Beyonce samples Big Frida's Explode and Move On. She brings together Thames and the legendary Grace Jones, who's long been considered a queer icon in her own right. Now, all of that combined has fans reading Renaissance as not just a celebration of queer culture, but maybe a window into Beyonce's own truth. During her Renaissance tour, Beyonce didn't hold back when it came to embracing bold visuals, and fans definitely noticed. At several shows, she used stage lighting to mirror the colors of the actual pride flag. Suddenly, fans were visiting her old performances and magazine covers and spotting hints and symbols that hadn't picked up on before. It was like she had been hiding it in plain sight all along. While a lot of people see the album and tour as a heartfelt tribute to the LGBTQ+ community, others are convinced that it's something more personal. Now, for them, Renaissance feels like Beyonce not just honoring queer culture, but also quietly owning and celebrating her own identity. Well, Beyonce's use of bisexuality lighting doesn't start with just Renaissance, because she's actually been slipping using those purple, pink, and blue lights during her visuals for years. Fans started to look back and point out that she has been rocking those exact shades on her 2003-2013 Complex magazine covers long before the term lighting even became a thing in pop culture. And it wasn't just in photo shoots, because those same colors showed up in her performances. From stage backdrops to lighting design, the palette was always there, quietly making statements that most people didn't catch at the time. But fast forward to the Renaissance album, and some lyrics have fans buzzing about who she might be singing about. In Thick, she dropped the lines, "She thought she was killing that ish, I told her go harder. That's that Castro, eat that at like Mastros. She said she on a diet, girl, but you better not lose that at though." I don't know about y'all, but I think it's pretty clear that this isn't about Mr. Jay Z. Then in Summer Renaissance, she switched up the lyrics from "Dominate is the best way to you, sorry about yesterday, now that sweet stuff, you're a sweetie pie, come let me eat you," to "Dominate is the best way to beat you, sorry about yesterday, now that sweet stuff, come here Caroline, let me eat you." Uh-oh, not Caroline. Who is that? Nobody really knows who Caroline is for sure, but that name keeps popping up in the conversation, and it's definitely sparking some curiosity. Fans are now considering, though, if Beyonce's been subtly hinting at her bisexuality infidelity through this mysterious mention. The fact that it feels so personal only makes it more interesting though, and fans aren't exactly shocked by the recent rumors, and some have even admitted that they've always felt there was something off about the chemistry between Beyonce and Jay Z. And with all the divorce rumors swirling around, it's starting to feel like everything's falling into place. Now, for the past 15 years, Beyonce and Jay Z have been the ultimate power couple, but reports have surfaced that Beyonce is increasingly distancing herself from Jay Z, especially after his alleged infidelity and his shady connections to Diddy. And y'all, the drama hit a whole new level after the raid on Diddy's mansions, with sources claiming that Beyonce quietly met the divorce attorney soon after. It was making fans wonder if the fairy tale is finally coming to an end, and if she's finally gonna start living in her alleged truth. Well, Jay Z and Diddy have been tight for years, attending each other's infamous parties and allegedly getting wrapped up in some questionable activities, including Diddy's rumored trafficking connections. But it's not just the rumors about Jay Z's dealings with Diddy that have fans talking. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more complicated, another shocking twist hit. A woman who was rumored to have been involved with Jay Z mysteriously passed away in 2011. A journalist who was set to interview the woman before her death is now calling for an investigation into the circumstances surrounding it, suggesting that there could be more to the story, like Jay Z possibly playing a role in silencing her. It's messy, it's explosive and a situation, but it's only deepening the divide between Beyonce and Jay. The whole situation is getting even more intense, especially with journalist Liz Corkin stepping forward. Liz, who was formerly with Star Magazine, was working on a tell-all about Jay Z's alleged mistress, Kathy White, in August 2011. And Kathy had been rumored to be involved with Jay Z since 2010, but despite her best efforts, the couple didn't shake those rumors or control the narrative surrounding their relationship. And according to Liz, Kathy initially denied knowing Jay Z or hanging out with him, but when Liz confronted her with photos of Kathy partying with Jay Z and Diddy at Town nightclub in Las Vegas, Kathy reportedly got nervous. And then she started considering going public with her story. Tragically, just days after this confrontation, Kathy was found dead under mysterious circumstances. And Liz tried to follow up with Kathy's story, but only to discover that she had passed away. Now Liz is calling for an investigation into Kathy's death, claiming that there are some serious questions about whether Jay Z may have been involved in silencing her. And Liz has some serious doubts about Kathy White's reported cause of death. According to the official autopsy, Kathy died from a brain aneurysm, but Liz believes that that's highly suspicious. A healthy 28-year-old woman suddenly passing away from something like that just doesn't add up. Liz claims that multiple credible sources had told her Kathy was planning to go public with her story about her affair with Jay Z, and this could have easily been the reason behind the famous elevator incident between Jay Z and Solange, which some have speculated was rooted in something more than just a family misunderstanding. Well, the timing of Kathy's death is also raising eyebrows. Just days after she passed away, Beyonce made the grand announcement of her pregnancy with Blue Ivy at the 2011 VMAs. Well, Liz claimed that if Kathy's tell-all had been released around that time, it would have been a PR nightmare for Beyonce and Jay. Kathy was also reportedly close friends with Claudia Jordan, and according to Liz, Claudia firmly believed that an A-list rapper was somehow connected to her friend's sudden death. So what does Jay-Z's infidelity have to do with Beyonce being on the DL? Well, fans are convinced that the reason she stayed with Jay Z this long is that they're in a lavender marriage. Word in the streets is that she has been using the marriage as a cover, which is why she was able to look past his cheating. However, it looks like she is now at the end of her rope and she might be done turning that blind eye. See, Beyonce's latest cover of Dolly Parton's Jolene on her album Cowboy Carter, fans started buzzing about speculation about her marriage. Fans are convinced that she's reflecting on her rocky marriage with Jay Z, especially considering the years of rumors and drama and trust issues that have surrounded their marriage. The timing of this cover feels a little significant too. With all the chatter about Beyonce possibly distancing herself from Jay Z, some think she's using the song as a way to express her feelings about the struggles in their relationship without directly addressing them in public. And given how personal her music tends to be, it wouldn't be a stretch to think that Jolene might be her way of hinting at a possibility of walking away from her marriage. While Beyonce might be trying to save herself, Jaguar is not having it. She's calling her out for not standing by her man.
No, you was down with the devil. Ride with that to the end, that's your man. Stand by your man. You wanna sing a country song? Sing that shit. Stand by your man. You was willing to stand by him before, stand by him now. You mean?
Well, Beyonce might just be ready for a fresh start, especially after everything that she's been going through with Jay Z. With the years of infidelity rumors, the secrets, and the mounting tension, it wouldn't be surprising if she planned a life where she could just kick back and live for herself. Maybe even explore a new relationship, who knows? She might end up dating some Caroline, considering the way that her music and public persona have evolved. But could this have been part of the plan all along? Maybe Beyonce is using her marriage as a stepping stone to fully embrace her own truth. Well, with the possible breakup serving as a perfect opportunity to leave Jay for somebody else, whether it's a woman or just someone who understands her better. But if Beyonce and Jay Z do decide to split, it's going to be a major event. And we're talking about billionaires, billies, not just millies, millionaires, and there are some kids involved. The logistics of this breakup, whether it's about child support or co-parenting, will shake up more than just their personal lives. It'll send waves through the business world and the music industry and the media, making it one of the most talked about divorces in history. Believe what you want, but these stories are wild. Do you think that Beyonce has had relationships with the women? Was there something between her and Emil, and what was this drummer's accusation about? Is Renaissance Beyonce's way of coming out? Drop your thoughts and comments below and then check out this next video.